What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing video today. Me doing some Strand Agents action. Strand fucking Agents. It pops every time. I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to play this game. Unfortunately, you can only blacklist 2 BGs, which means AV, All Conquest, and then I'm stuck with fucking Strand. I hate this place. Some people love it. Some people love this place. I cannot stand it in the slightest. I don't know why. The thing is, when I PvP, I want to PvP. Like, I want to verse people, but whatever. I'm not going to play objective. Fuck, I'm just going to run around and kill people. But in this video, I do have a topic. What I wanted to talk about is basically, I don't know how do you ever just have a memory that comes in your head and you're like, where the fuck, where did that memory just come from? If I tried to think of that memory, there would be no way in the world that I would have been able to pull that from the fucking recesses of my mind. Like, there's no way I could have done that. So I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it came from, but it was there. And someone was, I think, what made me think of it was like people asking me of like how I became the person I am or some shit. And there's this weird memory that popped in my head, like the first moment in my life where I kind of went, I just don't give a fuck. And it happened really early on. Like, it happened really on. Basically, I was in primary school. I don't know if American school system is the same as Australian, but that's years 6 through to 12, as in like 6 years old through to your 12-year-old. How the fuck is killing me, man? I had that bomb. Cows cannot do anything in fucking anything because they can just be seen so easily. Popping out a turrets and a master's call and a boots and a cheetah just to get to this fucking door over here like a boss. No one's gonna catch me now. You can't catch me now. Actually, they might because it is res. That's very dangerous. I don't like people resing. Like, I didn't mount up, so, and he's not even coming over here, so whatever. I'll just pop a bomb on the door, shall I? And I was in prime. I think I would have been 8. So that's like year 2, year 3 or some shit. I don't know what the fucking year it is. It's something. It's some early on year. And from really an early age, they make you start doing these fucking school plays. Which are, I don't understand what the fuck. Like, what is the purpose of a school play exactly? What's the purpose of getting, like, these kids in to, like, this weird routine of, like, every single Tuesday on the second week, you're gonna go up on stage and you're gonna act out a scenario or you're gonna sing a song to all the parents and all the rest of the kids. Makes no fucking sense to me. I don't know. Are we show ponies? Are we show ponies now? Like, we're literally doing this for your entertainment. Especially when, like, a kid, when I was really young, I didn't want to do that shit. Immediately, I was like, this is weird. Even as a kid, I was like, this is like, I don't like getting up on stage in front of all these people and dancing and singing. Why would I like that? This isn't like I'm some 7-year-old kid. All I want to do is fucking go eat sand and play video games. That's all I want to do. And fucking people are getting mad at me saying, you need to dance over there and then move over there and dance and do all this shit and then sing a song. And you're like, I'm 8. I'm an 8-year-old. I don't want to do any of this. What are you doing? Let me just be an 8-year-old kid. Jesus Christ. Anyway, they would force you to do that shit. And it's so weird. I don't understand the whole like force. I don't know. What's even weirder though, I probably shouldn't get into this, but it's fucking like that Pledge of Allegiance Americans have to do. That's well, I heard that like all the way through for the first time the other day. That's like hello, I'm a slave. That's what that is. It's like I pledge allegiance to the flag, get your hand on your heart and shit. I'm backpedaling because my hand's off the keyboard, sorry. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead, Pypos. Pypos! Get out! The dude's turning bone cake. Oh, it's the hunter. I'm thinking, what the fuck is killing me? Chim shot, though, is going to kill you before you kill me, buddy. Chim shot. No, I didn't get the chim shot off. Chim shot on that guy, though. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sitting in a stun. Oh, it's Paladin from behind. Paladin from behind. No. I don't like taking it from behind. It's fucking awful. Get off me. Disengage. Kill him. How am I alive? How am I alive? I love this. Oh, I'm dead. I love being at 1% health and just being like, yeah, I should be dead. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry if that offends you. Like, you're an American and you're like, I'm American. I love America. I'm not saying like America's a bad country. I'm saying it's weird that you have to like put your hand over your heart and pledge allegiance to like it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. But the thing is, Australia has the same thing, but it wasn't like an Australian. Like, you'd have to sing the Australian national anthem at school, which I've completely forgotten now. But you also had to sing like a school one, and there's like this school plaque up on the wall. When you walked into a cell, everyone stood up, had to cross your arms and like say this thing. It's like they're trying to force you into being zombies. It's fucking weird. And the whole time I was in school, I was like, what is... I was like really aware of it in school. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. Anyway, but eventually I'm like, they force you to do it, otherwise you get in trouble. And of course I'm getting in trouble because my parents getting mad at me. I just do it anyway. I'm 8 years old thinking this stuff, by the way. And I finally decide I'll just fucking do it, whatever. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the fuck out of it. So I get into this play, and the play involved like creeping through bushes. Like you're supposed to be creeping through. Look at this guy just throwing knives. This guy's a butt. He doesn't give a. He doesn't want to do anything but throw knives. That's what he came here to do. He's gonna do it. He's gonna throw some knives. Bombs, bombs, bombs for days, bitch. Cannot do any. I just realized I'm sitting like this playing fucking video games. I love realizing you're sitting like a retard. Oh, anyway, fucking. So the play was like about teddy bears. It was this really weird play about bears sneaking through bushes, and then once you got through the bushes, you had to dance. It was an 8-year-old school play, all right. I have no idea what the fuck it was about, but it was about something like that. And so eventually, I'm like, all right, I'll do this shit. I'll do the dance. I'll do the little jig and shit. You want me to jig? I'll jig. I'll jig and jive. I'll drive jig if you want me to drive jig. You want to jig jive? I'll drive jiggity jive. So I get out of the bushes. Like I'm already. This is, by the way, I'm on stage doing this shit. I'm on stage. I'm creeping through the bushes, and like there's no actual bushes, by the way. That's just what you're pretending. It's a play. I don't know what the fuck. It's super weird. And you get through the bushes, and then the music comes on. The music comes on, and it's like this normal music. I can't even remember what the music was. And they didn't really actually teach us a dance. They just said dance. Like, all right, now you can dance, yay! And I somehow found myself like in front of everyone, in the middle, and like all the kids are behind me. All the parents are like sitting in front of me. And it was a pretty big hall. Like there's a fuckload of people in front of me. And I just start doing the biggest, most badass fucking, this hip thrust when you just start humping the air. I start humping that air like fucking crazy. I remember it perfectly because for some reason, that's the only dance move I knew. For some reason in my head, I'm like, oh, shit, dance move. What do I need to do? Hump the air. Hump the fucking air. I just start humping the shit out of the air like crazy. And I just go nuts. And all the people are like laughing and shit. All the kids stopped doing it to watch me hump the air. And I didn't have a bomb. I'm running to the door without a bomb, for fuck's sake. And then after that happened, you've like receded back into the bushes. And then once you got back in the bushes, you like had to come back out and do it all again. I did it all again. A couple other kids like joined in with me and shit. We're all fucking humping the air on stage. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic moment in my life because like that's the first like that little moment kind of helped me like get over like giving a fuck and also like being nervous around people. Even though I was only 8 years old, I kind of did it. Realized no one gave a fuck, even though I'm just sitting here humping the air. And was like, yeah, like it's not that bad. Like people aren't that bad. I mean, it's fucked up that I'm up here doing this shit to begin with, but at least I can do whatever I want, and people aren't gonna get mad at me. That was kind of like my look at it as an 8-year-old kid. I don't know. I don't think it was that intelligently thought out, but it was along those lines. And it was nice. It was a nice experience, and it was funny. And my mother actually, I think she taped it, and when she's had that tape for ages, I think it's like that's back when you had tapes. You had like a camcorder and your camcorder, fucking little thing like this, little box, and you look through the thing. You look through it's like up here, like looking down, like, oh, I'm gonna fucking look through to see what I'm seeing, and like, oh god, it's fucked up. It's fucked up when you think about how fucked technology's come. Holy shit! Every single person in that room had like one of these big things, and you're like looking down, and like it's like when you're looking out now, it's just these people like this with their fucking iPhones. Back then, it's like, honey, and you're like moving, trying to get over the top of people and shit. Fucking awkward, man. Oh, we just won shit. Gonna jump down, yeah. And that's back in the days as well when they had those shows on TV. And the shows on TV were like that you send in your film clips. You send in your film clips. I mean, you send them in like they pay you money if they're funny or some shit. I don't fucking know. And I can't remember if she did send it in or she never did. But she always like that was like I was embarrassed about it a little bit because I remember watching the video later on when I was like a few years older and being like, there's me humping the shit out of the air. That's embarrassing as fuck. And I remember if I was ever naughty, she'd be like, I can send it to the fucking show. I can be on the show right now if you don't fucking do your shit. And I was like, oh, I'll clean it up. Don't worry, I'll mop the floors. I'll pick up all the dog shit. Whatever, Mom. Don't send it in. Don't send it in. Freaked me out, man. Nowadays, I don't give a shit. But I just don't know what made that come into my mind. Just that one memory. And, like, it's weird because I don't remember anything else. Like, that memory's there by itself. You know what I mean? Like, I can't remember how I fucking got to the assembly. I don't know how the fuck. I can't remember practicing the play. I don't even know if we did. All I remember is the actual moment in which I was dancing on stage, humping fucking air. That's all. And like, I can't even remember much from primary school. I only remember one other thing from primary school, which was I was in primary school right when computers became like a thing. Like everyone had a computer. I was in primary school. I was probably in year 5, which is the second last year of primary school. And in year 5, all of a sudden they hired a computer teacher to the school, which is like, what? A computer? Like back then, It was like, what the fuck does this even mean? And basically all it did mean was like we had a teacher that we'd all go in, like it wasn't like a whole day thing. It was like 1 hour of this day you go into the computer room and you sit down and this guy teaches you how to use Windows, which is actually really like a good idea for a young kid to be able to use it on PC and shit. Like I actually think it's, look at all these fucking lies just standing over here. Jesus Christ, it's a good idea. And I'm glad they did it because it actually helped me with computers later on. But I remember specifically that dude. Have you ever seen that ad? That ad where there's a car driving down the road, it's going all fucking slow and steady. I think there might even be like a voice or some nice music on. And at the end of the ad, this face comes out from like the side of the camera and flips up, and it's like this evil face, and of course there's a scream and shit. I saw that ad in primary school because the fucking teacher thought it would be a good idea to sit down a bunch of like 10-year-old kids and fucking like get them all to sit down. He had like a projector on the wall, and he's like, "Oh, sit down. I found something you guys should all watch, and it's very interesting and cool." And we sit down, and like I'm sitting there like, "What is this?" And it's just like it starts off with like, da na 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 na, and it's all nice, and this car is driving. I'm thinking it's just an ad or something, like whatever, or it's got to be something educational. And then right at the end, it's like this fucking thing just pops up, and I almost shit my pants, man. Especially because back then, I hadn't been on the internet yet, you know? Like, that was back before there was jump scares. That was back before there was anything like that. Especially for a kid, like, I didn't even have access to, like, the internet that much. And I didn't go on, like, wasn't Googling shit. Like, that wasn't a thing. No one actually, if back then I said, Google it, people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Google? You fucking, Google what? What are you even saying? What does that mean? Did you plant the bomb? I don't know if you planted that bomb. No, I can't click it. And, like, so back then when that happened, it was like, I was the least prepared for that thing as I possibly could ever have been. Just like fucking this thing pounces up, scared the shit. Girls in the room got like scarred for life. I remember hearing like 7 different girls in that room scream for their fucking lives. Like they were frightened as fuck. Just like, you know, this really high pitch. When you hear a girl scream like that, sometimes it makes you angry. You're like, man, why? My fucking ears. Why? You don't need to scream like that. What are you doing? It was those yells, like so fucking loud. It was crazy. That's really weird that I have that memory of like when PCs became a thing. Like I literally was in school when schools were starting to go, we need to like start teaching kids how to use these things. Like that's crazy that I was still young enough to experience that. I think a lot of, like nowadays if a kid grows up, I think he grows up with PCs. Like back then, I mean I wish I was a little bit older so I could experience it like say maybe in high school, because then I would have been like old enough to actually like appreciate it, because I was still a bit too young when that happened. But I think kids these days will almost never. Well, I don't know. You don't know what's going to happen with technology, right? There could always be a new technology that comes out that's even more fucking amazing than before. And it probably will happen. And it's kind of weird when you think about it. Like, video games is one of the few things that is continuously evolving. Like, and continuously getting. And you expect it to get better. Like, with movies, do you expect movies to get better? Like honestly, if you look at a movie now, it's not like them filming real life can get better. You know what I mean? Like, they're filming real life. And, like, resolutions and shit, it's going to hit, like, a diminishing returns. Where the resolution, even though it's higher resolution, you can barely see the difference. So with that, it can kind of like, well, yeah, it's gonna even out at a point. With video games, it's always like, it's getting better, it's getting better, it's going to get better, it's crazy. It's always going up, always growing. And always has been. And you always think, like, right now, like, when you play a brand new video game today, you're pretty much like, this is amazing. This is fantastic. But you know in 6 months, there'll be another game that looks even better than it. And 6 months after that, there'll be another fucking game that looks better than it. It happens every time. Like, The Last of Us looked fucking amazing. Then I watched some gameplay for, like, a PS4 fucking game. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is the future. I'm living in the future. But then once I'm playing that game, I'll see another game and be like, what the fuck? I can't even imagine that shit. And I think video games is one of the few things like that where it's always moving, it's always progressing, it's always moving forward, it's always upgrading, it never stops. It's like a live fucking working machine. Whereas like with movies and other forms of media, it's kind of almost hitting its peak. Like obviously you can get new ideas, like Avatar for instance. Avatar was like a kind of new thing and all this shit, and like looked amazing in 3D. But 3D is 3D dead? Like I never got into 3D ever. I mean. And you might be thinking, well, it's because my glasses or some shit. I've heard a lot of people complain about 3D because they have glasses. I never used to wear these. I used to just be a blind cunt, which is probably one of the main reasons I didn't like school. I used to be blind and I told no one about it. Because back then, I was fat, and I didn't want to be a fat guy with glasses. It's like if I was just a skinny guy like I am now, I probably wouldn't have been so, like, I don't want glasses. But back then, for some reason, like, I immediately thought, I'm fat. If I'm fat with glasses, I'm gonna be a loser the rest of my life. Like, that was my fucking train of thought. It was crazy. So like I, for my entire school life, was half blind and like couldn't see the blackboard very much. And God, it sucked, man. It sucked. But kids are cruel, dude. I'm like, nowadays I wish. Well, it's hard. It's hard to say like talk about the past, because if I had my outlook on life now, then I would be like, yeah, just give me the glasses. But back then, if I was like, just give me the glasses, I would have also been going to school and like freaking out, like, oh shit, I'm gonna get fucking bullied. I'm gonna get fucking people talking shit about me. It's awful. My guild is fucking Pypo Gaming has reached level 21. Fuck yeah. That guild is still in effect. I got a few. Oh, no. Oh, that knockback on that trap was fantastic. Unfortunately, still got the fucking door down. We have a minute 40 here. This could easily go either way. Strand agents seem to always be like this. They're fairly even. Like, you have Isle of Conquest and then AV, Alliance, always win. Then pretty much every other battleground, Horde win. Strand of the Ancients is even. That seems to be the rule of thumb for this shit. But I don't like Strand, man. This is alright. Like, this choke point can be okay sometimes. Like, if you're attacking though, this can be the worst thing ever. Like, because how are you supposed to get through this? Like, there's just a bunch of fucking hunters and mages and shit is shooting you, and you can't get fucking through. It's fucking nuts. How I don't know what the fuck. How are they supposed to win? If they win right now, it's impressive, to be honest. Because they don't even have any siege engines. It's all about rogues. That's what it is. It's all about rogues getting those bombs on those fucking doors and just playing the shit out of them. Because if they do that, like, and I don't understand how you can use stealth with the bomb, because it's kind of OP. It's kind of OP that you can just take a bomb with stealth. I didn't realize actually until like a little while ago that when you die with a bomb, it drops it on the ground. I didn't realize that. So like, if someone dies next to you, you can just pick up their bomb. I didn't realize that. I was like running back and forth to bomb. This bomb's laying on the fucking floor. I'm like, oh, someone dropped the bomb there. Wish I could pick it up. You actually can, Pypo. You're fucking stupid. God damn. Took me ages. I'm like, do you ever have stuff? My voice just cracked again. Every video, my voice is cracking. Do you ever have stuff where like you've been playing something or doing something for a very long time, and then like you'll learn something new about it, and it fucking amazes you? I have it all the time with WoW. Like, I think that like I've been playing WoW for fucking years. I must know literally everything. I fucking know half the shit, man. There's so much shit that you miss out. One of the main reasons I like this game. Because, like, you play, and then you'll find out, it's like, for instance, that RP server video I made. I had no idea RP servers were like that. I got a lot of hate for that RP video. I know it's just Moonguard, by the way. I know it's just the inn. I know it's not the whole server that's like that. I know it's just kind of like that's just the situation it gets in and stuff like that. But, like, for me, that experience was completely new and, like, fucking crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay of me running around and shooting tanks and shit. I hate Strand. Have a good day. Have a lot video, guys. I'll see you in the next video. See you. Oh, no, Pypo. Pypo, don't do it. Come to your sentence, Pypo, no.